Well, good morning. How is everybody or anybody? I don't even know. You know what? Let's gonna try and do a couple of different things this morning. Um, First off, I do have some news about something really bizarre that came up yesterday here in Angeles City. And once we actually get to the time when this starts, I'll go into it. But um, I've had an issue. I've had a couple of issues, obviously, uh, with audio. For some reason, StreamYard has just been giving me a ration of crap using this particular audio setup. Um, so we're going to give it a try. I've made some changes. Um, I've checked cables. I've done everything. We'll see how it goes, I guess is the best word. Um, Good morning, Bruce. You made it here earlier. Yeah. Well, we'll see how long that works. I mean, I'm only going to be here at best for an hour. That's it. Um, but we made some changes. We did some other things. And the other issue we've been having is when StreamYard ends the stream and it posts it into the content of YouTube, the chat replay, in other words, the comments aren't showing up. And I can't figure out why. Couldn't figure out why. Now, I have a friend. He's very, very familiar with this stuff. He's back in the States. He's a content creator, and his timing, and sometimes he's just busy. But I got around to talking to him this morning, and there was something I was forgetting, or not actually forgetting, but just wasn't aware of. So, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how this, when it's over and done with, how it posts. Um, so it's like 6:42 in the morning here. We're a few minutes earlier, and I've already done all the stuff I need to get done. I have a breakfast meeting later, so this won't be a real long live stream, but let's see what is new. Well, let's wait. Let's wait just a few minutes. We'll see who all comes in um, and everything. Carl, you're a good morning from Malaban. Yes, wow, you're right down the street from me. Um, Good morning, Mike from Australia. Wow. Good morning, Rodriguez Life. Dardos, hola, señor, ¿cómo está? Dardos has been around since day one of our little YouTube experience. He's been here for quite a while. Thanks so much for having been around and sticking with us. For those of you that don't know us, well, you know what? I'll tell you anyways. Um, what's on today's agenda? In just a second, I will tell you. For those of you that don't know us, um, we're pretty simple folks. We really and truly are. And we try and tell you a little bit about what's going on here in Angeles City, here in the Philippines. We travel throughout Southeast Asia. You can see it in our various videos. Arlen does not go live. Arlen doesn't do a lot of videos. You'll see Arlen mostly in our travel videos and occasionally in some of our around town videos. So what's on today's agenda? Well, two things. The first one is going to be, you know, is this uh, the first thing on today's agenda, to be honest with you, is going to see whether my microphone is working correctly. Checked everything. We'll see what happens. The second thing is we can obviously talk about any subjects that you want, but the second thing is the chat itself, the comment section that you guys are talking in. It hasn't been posting when our videos streams in, and we want that to change because I think it's important. We can't address, sometimes we don't see, all of the comments that come in, and sometimes it's hard for people to follow unless they can see those comments. So I think we fixed that error. I spoke with a friend of mine that's a content creator this morning back in the States, and I was forgetting something. Actually, I didn't forget it. I wasn't aware I had to do it in order for the comment replay to post. So hopefully when this does post, the comments will be there. So we'll see. Let's hope the pillows don't show up. I bet Arlen is awake, but not really out and about. So, good day, Mike Ruby. Mike it's no emergency. It's a little bit of testing. It's an opportunity for people to say whatever or bring whatever they have to say, but it's not an emergency by any way, shape, or means. Although there is an interesting piece of information that we got last night that we're going to go over here in just a few minutes that I found really interesting, and we're actually going to follow up on it. So we've got that. Good morning, Ricky Last. Bruce says, I think you have to set it to visible. Maybe you need to change setting. I have to set it twice. I have to set the chat replay twice, not just in the StreamYard environment, but also I have to go back into the YouTube live dashboard and set the chat replay. And I have to set it every time, not just once. It doesn't hold on to it. JJ, the Lonely Bull. Good morning, JJ. How you doing? FL Treasure. What's up, Florida? I love Florida. I really do. How are fiestas going? Isn't it Fiesta? Yes, the fiestas are going. Our fiesta isn't until August, or when I say our fiesta, there will be fiestas here in Angeles City, but our big fiesta in Mindanao, in our city that we have a home here in Angeles. We have a condo right here. Then we have a home in Mindanao and Kitcherow. And in Kitcherow, Fiesta isn't until August. But we're already kind of gearing up. We were actually discussing last night, is that when's it going to be time to get a pig? When do we, are we going to buy a piglet and raise it? So we're going to have to start doing that soon. But we don't want to do like last year. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to get a big pig. And when I say big, like we got last year, or actually we got 2 pigs last year, but you don't want to get a big pig because it just does not roast like a smaller pig does. So I would say about, 65, 70 pounds tops. And so we may end up getting 2, or we may wait until we may just order one already that way rather than raise one. So we'll see. Heath McDaniel. Good morning, Heath. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Michael Johnson. Good morning, Michael. How's it going? Are you still in jail there, young man? That's a bit of an inside joke, but I was last in Angeles back in '88. That's a little before our time, I'll be honest with you. I can imagine that it's changed quite a bit, was changed a lot. That's for sure. So it was stationed at Subic, NAS Kubai Point, Benda Clark, the Dao Market, MacArthur Drive. Yeah, I don't know if the Pampang Market was available or not back then. JJ says the only pig I'm buying is the one named lechon. Well, that's what we do. We make the lechon. You know, we have a pig. This in the province. You know, you're feeding. Literally, we have 100 people a day that we feed during Fiesta, and you know, we have to put the pig on a spit, put the spit, and they sit there and rotate it and rotate it and rotate it, and and that's just the bottom line. Yes, Ruby, where were you last year when I needed to know that we shouldn't have gotten a pig and raised it for as long as we did? Suckling pig meat will be juicier. We, this pig took a solid 12 hours to roast. The skin turned out great, which is one of the best parts of the lechon. But the pulled pork, that pork loin that turns into pulled pork, nah, it was not nearly as juicy and tender. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving may not be for you. No, Timmy. How you doing, Timmy? How's Japan treating you? I agree about the pig size. We ordered a huge pig in Paloma for my sister's wedding, and it took a long time. Yeah, it is a bitch. It really was a pain in the butt because people were expecting, you know, to start eating. You know, we start cooking that pig the night before, and they're up all night, and you know they're ready to eat at 11 o'clock in the morning, and our pig really didn't get done till damn near 4. Pampang Market has always been the main wet market. Ah, okay. Yeah. It's big, that's for sure. It's huge. I was looking on Lazada. They have electric motors for the spit. I was thinking about buying one for my in laws. Hey, Bruce, do me a favor. If you saw that on Lazada, can you send a link to that to our email, our Philippine journey at gmail.com? I've been thinking about the same thing, but I couldn't figure out how to look one up. So, so now we've got some people here, and we're like 8 minutes in. So what is the big news we heard last night? So yesterday afternoon, we met a bunch of friends down at the pool, and when we met friends, you know, amongst our friends, we have single guys. And one of our single friends, who is quite literally the whitest black guy you will ever meet, he is a hoot. He's actually a pretty good guy, really nice guy, actually. He's a veteran, 20 some odd years in the Air Force, really good guy. And so, anyways, he was said, "Hey, have you been to Madonna?" And we were saying, "No." I mean, we knew there's a new bar called Madonna, a new walking street bar. Let's just call it that, and it's called Madonna. And last I had seen, they were still working on it. And Ruby, you might appreciate part of this. All right. Although Ruby doesn't have anything to do with bars and walking street and anything like that. But he went in with one of his buddies, and they had a couple girls come to sit down and chat with them, and he went to buy them a drink. And so he said, yeah, just get them whatever they want. Well, he looked down and they're drinking orange juice out of cups, glasses, a glass of orange juice. And he says, oh, orange juice. No, 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 no. Let's get a beer. And they said, no, we can't. And he said, huh? It's not allowed to drink. Not allowed. The entertainers, isn't that a great word? The entertainers are not allowed to drink. Now, the customers, yes, all right, but the girls aren't allowed to have alcohol. They can drink water, juice, soda, okay? And I said, that's interesting. I can't understand. He said, no. He said, that's their rule. The girls are not allowed to have alcohol. And that might be a really good thing. We have known several girls who quit work or take time off from the bar girl scenario because they drink too much, and it just is bad for them. It's really, really bad for them. And maybe that's a good thing that they shouldn't be allowed to drink. Maybe they should be totally sober when they make those kind of decisions. I don't know. What do you think? Let's see here. Ruby says, better to have multiple lechon when having a big event like weddings, reunions, and parties. Yeah, we will have several. And since we're going to cut the size down, because we get people at our fiesta in the province, we have people we've never seen, much less know. So yeah, we feed a lot. Ruby, Mike, a small rotation motor is advised. It'll speed. It'll help. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to configure this in a economic yet working fashion. So not a Navy SEAL, Marine, or Special Forces. No, not us, not me. No, 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 absolutely not. I think maybe she was talking about Florida Treasure. Heath McDonough, my kind of place being a non-drinker. Well, you can drink, but the girls aren't allowed to drink. I don't know. Andy. So Andy is no alcohol, might be single ladies drink breast. Yeah. Well, I was going to get to that, Andy. So, excuse me. So this was not a can of orange juice. It was a glass with orange juice. So for all you know, they're pouring, Fanta or something similar, or, Royal is what they call it here, from a 2-liter bottle. Okay? 1 glass of orange juice. The guy ordered 2 glasses, 2 drinks. They were both orange juice. 800 pesos. 400 pesos a glass. So 400 pesos, that's pretty much $8 a glass. $8 a drink for what? Maybe 15 cents worth of orange juice. I don't even know what it costs to buy a single serving, even if it was a single serving can at Johnny's or JJ, much less a wholesale distributor. I have no idea. I think the bar won't be open long without making huge profits on lady drinks. I don't know. I do know, for those of you that are interested, because I asked, all right, I know that bar fine was 6,000 pesos and lady drinks were 400 pesos. This is what we were told yesterday hanging out at the pool. So we don't know. We don't have firsthand experience, but it's Thursday night. And Thursday night is Tequila Reef margaritas every other week or so. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to meet some friends down there and figure it out. Find out if it's true. 50 to 70 kilogram stainless steel barbecue rotisserie motor electric roaster. Yeah, I'd like to see something like that. Maybe I can get one and hook it up down in the province. Drinking alcohol ruins some people that can't handle it. Sure it does. Absolutely. Smoking does. Drugs do. Everything. Anything in excess certainly will. No alcohol rules are becoming standard in Thailand clubs, really, as well, because drink women can cause a lot of drama when they're drunk. They take off and they overdo it. Really, I had no idea. Thank Dollhouse Group for introducing double lady drinks. It caused bar inflation. I don't know. Introducing are they the ones that actually started that? I think what Andy's referring to is, and I might be wrong, Andy, correct me. Lady drinks are not a full shot. When you get a drink, you get a full shot. Lady drinks, they're using a half a shot. So if you wanted them to get a full shot, and I think that's what Andy's talking about, you have to order a double lady drink. What's the likelihood of those bar girls ending up alcoholic? I think it's pretty high, don't you, Ruby? I mean, imagine if they only work for 6 months, but they're pounding down a 12-pack a day or, a bottle of gin a day. See, I was a military police officer for a time as well as having other administrative duties, nothing glamorous. Yep, just a simple guy, kind of like us. Andy, they want to be Korea. Todd, good morning, Todd. How's things going in Florida? JJ, wrong. That's huge profit. 300p average if no can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how profitable. I mean, I haven't even looked at it. Like I said, this was information that we got hanging out at the pool yesterday. We met some friends, hung out at the pool, and more friends showed up. And but I had never heard that the girls are not allowed to drink alcohol at this bar. It's called Madonna. But we're going to go by there this evening because this evening we're going to go by Pappy's and say hello there. Then we're going to go to Margarita. We're going to go to Tequila Reef first. Then we're going to go by Pappy's, say hello, maybe get a drink there, help support them. And then we're going to try this Madonna place and see if it's true. Is it true that the entertainers are not allowed to drink? And he said the waitresses are not allowed to drink at all with the customers. At all. That the waitresses, and some of I mean, I will tell you, in some places, the waitresses are not so great. But in a few places, the waitresses can be pretty cute. And our friends buy them quite a few drinks. So, but yeah, I'm thinking that's a big profit. And whoa, $8 a drink is highway robbery, especially if it's just roll. Yeah, Rodriguez, I agree. I totally agree. Let me re-ask everybody before anything. Is my audio still okay? Is everything still copacetic? I think we've made some good changes on it, but we'll see. Less than 30. Chippy Whiska, how you doing, Chippy? I'm only serving Tang at my new bar for lady drinks. Yeah, but are you going to charge $8 for a glass of Tang? $6K for bar fine only. I hope that includes the cost of the girl too. Um, you know what? You'll have to kind of leave it up to your decision. You know something? We don't promote. I can't tell you what happens with the cost of the girl or the girl. We don't bar fine girls. So I can't tell you what transpires. I can tell you our friends say it's an all inclusive price, but we have no personal experience with that. Don't they need a few drinks to loosen up a little or a lot for, you know what, John? I would wonder. I mean, can you imagine someone as old, fat, and bald as me? If I was single, I don't think I'd be a high priority on their list of guys they would want to bar fine with. I just don't see it that way personally. So maybe, I don't know. Hi, Mike. Regarding girls believe it's a good thing, protects them from someone demanding they drink thus and thus. Still, charge for the lady to set and chat, but seems a reasonable policy. I don't know, Paul. Paul, I don't believe that. You know what? Um, we don't drink excessively. In fact, we very rarely drink unless we're out at a bar. Arlene will have a glass of wine once in a while here at home, and not uncommon for her to have a glass of wine with dinner or something like that. But yeah, I mean, we have a friend whose whole idea is he doesn't ask them what they want to drink. He doesn't let them say what they're gonna. He just does this. Hey, Red Horse, and we all know what happens when you drink Red Horse. That stuff can wipe your butt out. Lady drinks were always watered down so the girls wouldn't get too smashed up when they're on the clock. You would think they were. I mean, I would, while people wouldn't admit it, I'm certain that they were. I mean, Andy says, yes, they started double ladies. I remember we used to buy them Red Horse for a single lady drink price. There you go. There you go. So, again, the lady drinks have always been, or have for a long time been half shots. Sperlin, good morning from Iloilo. I like having a light drink while playing chess. You consider going bar hopping playing chess. I guess it could be a strategic moment. So, audio's great. Good deal. Thank you so much. Still good. I remember it was fun when there was no San Mig apple. San Mig company ruined the bar scene. I tried a San Mig apple once. That's pretty disgusting. I just don't get it. And the way the girls will get that, is it less alcohol? It seems like it doesn't have nearly the impact on them. I don't know. Then San Mig came up with apple and other flavors. Yep. Stardust, no girls, only chicks. Oh no, we're not doing no more chickens. Let me tell you, if you had told me that I was going to be butchering chickens in our condo 2 years ago or 3 years ago now, I would have told you you were full of shit. No, no more chickens. Are you saying hookers are picky? I don't know if they're picky. Um, you know, people will tell them, you'll see it often trying to impress the girl. These guys are saying, just get what you want. Get what you want. So, Blue Wave, here late. Are you talking about Madonna's drinks are in fact 400 and customer drinks? Also, instead of a glass cup, you get a cheap. No, Blue Wave, customer drinks are 400 and lady drinks are 400, and they're not allowed to drink alcohol. And he said a cup. I mean, maybe it was a plastic cup. Maybe it was a glass. I can't see them doing it in a plastic cup. But you know what? Tonight we'll go by and find out. It was nice. The chick I met there couldn't drink alcohol, pineapple juice all around. There you go. Yeah. And there are a lot of girls that don't drink. I disagree with these people. You pay double lady drink prices, might as well get a double lady drink. Not that Korea scam BS. I can't help but believe that's to be true. I do that, Red Horse. So, Andy, are you saying if you go to a bar and a girl comes and sits down to chat with you, you just order a Red Horse? You don't let them drink that fake gin and tonic, or you don't let them drink those half shots or San Miguel apples? Not being a big drinker, Red Horse always smashes me up. I don't even like the taste of Red Horse. But I'm not a beer drinker. I drink liquor. So that's pretty much. What are your feelings on the general friendliness to stranger in Mindanao versus Pampanga? I find Filipinos to be friendly everywhere. We've never had issues. Never. I mean, you're going to get the panhandlers. You're going to get the different this, that, and the other. But that's no different than going to any destination. If you go to, if you're going to like any kind of a spring break destination in the U.S., there are going to be scammers and people trying to get your money. But if you exclude those, then exclude them from here as well. Then you're going to find the Filipinos people are extremely welcoming. In fact, in Mindanao, because there aren't as many foreigners, there aren't as many. There are plenty, but not as many. I think you find that they're generally very warm and inviting. Absolutely. In Korea, they would drink shots of barley water. Looks like whiskey. Newbies never knew. Oh, I don't even know what barley water is, Chippy. I'm sorry. In Korea, we call the Filipino bar girls juicy girls. No alcohol in the drinks. I didn't realize it was different in Korea. I've never been to a girly bar in Korea, so I couldn't comment on that. That's interesting. The sand apple tastes like the old Pepsi apple slice. Has about the same amount of alcohol, too. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Thanks for letting me know. I'll skip that. Well, you know what, Andy? We're going to drop by that bar tonight, and we're going to find out if it's true. And I'll do some sort of a follow-up. So We'll go with that. How's that? Mike, did your wife twist the neck of the chickens or chop the necks of the chickens? I twisted their necks, and I'm going to tell you something. You can take a chicken, you can literally grab his head, turn it 180, fix your hand again, turn it another 180, turn it another. I twisted one of those chickens' necks 360 degrees plus, and that son of a gun was not dead. I don't know what it takes to break a chicken's neck. All right. But it ain't just twisting it round and round. And I just, just had to chop it. And I will tell you something. A live chicken bleeds a lot more than you think. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been a hunter. I've, skinned deer, rabbits, squirrels, and you expect it. But you never expect a chicken to bleed that much. I mean, it was all over the patio. Oh, I never again. I should have never done that. Never, never, never. Sperlin, when I used to bar hop, I loved top shelf drinks. Sure they do. Absolutely. They have top shelf drinks, Sperlin. I drink a top shelf drink. Believe it or not, and I don't know why. But I prefer, but you know what? It's not a top shelf price. That's strange. Yeah. Yeah. I like Captain Morgan, and that's considered a more expensive, but either way. Hello from Albuquerque. Hey, Marco. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I used to love to go to Hatch, New Mexico. Get those Hatch chilies. But that was years back. I haven't bought lady drinks in years anyway. Sure, Andy, we all believe that. We all believe that, Andy. Not a problem. Yeah. Everybody that thinks Andy has not bought lady drinks in years, put a 1 in the comments. If you think he has, put a 2. How are the mosquitoes over there compared to the USA? They're no worse at all. I mean, in fact, we don't really have any big issues with them. I've had horrible issues with mosquitoes in Florida, in the Florida Keys, in the Gulf area around, like New Orleans, in Houston, we had mosquitoes. We don't have much in the way of mosquitoes in Phoenix. Hey, Mike, everyone, morning. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? The woman I dated from AC loved fields. She could outdrink me, and I managed a bar. There you go. There you go. There are 3 owners. The Soyo Opa owner that owns the place. The other owner is the bad manager from Barnana and some other person. The bad manager from Barnana is at Madonna? Oh, that would be interesting. We'll find out if he's there tonight. I like to drink Captain Q in Korea. Not rum, not whiskey, just risky. Huh. Well, I know that Viking is still closed. So the Viking bar is still closed. Izzy, yes, Juicy Girls. Now I remember them. $20 tiny juice drink, and that was 15 years ago. $20 for a lady drink? Where is this, Andy? 15 years ago? $20? That's crazy. You chop it, Mike. Yeah, figured that out real quick. I thought I would kill it by, twisting its neck and then chop the head off, but nah. Everybody's saying love. Captain Morgan's Top Shelf. Nah, it's not really top shelf. Um, when we owned a bar, I used to put it up there as top shelf just to keep people from ordering it, to be honest with you. But then I charged extra for it, and shit, I found, well, if I could charge extra, they think it's top shelf. So, no, in reality, it's not top shelf. Andy, it was back in the 80s. Wow. Two. Red Horse, two. Ooh, Andy. That's what people think. Question, lady drinks refers to drinks that are not strong. I don't know whether that's what it really refers to, but that's certainly what it comes out to in our experience. Bruce, the difference is dengue fever, aka break bone disease. Yeah, here they do have dengue fever. That is true. Sperlin's a 2. Bruce, good morning. Hello. Todd, Sailor Jerry. I loved Sailor Jerry. I really and truly did. It's just damn near impossible to get that here. It really is. But Sailor Jerry's good stuff. It really is. Andy, have you been to Nana bars in Thailand? Andy, okay, Korean scam prices. Now it makes sense. It's owned by Koreans. Nothing wrong with it being Korean, but they want to bring bar prices to the Philippines. Yeah, they do. I mean, as long as people are going to pay it, they're going to charge it. I mean, that's the way business works. Ask Mike in Korea. A lady drink in Korea, $20. I mean, that's nuts. I can't see Ace Bachelor Cool paying $20 for a lady drink when he was stationed in Korea. I just can't see it. Andy, Red Horse Beer, cheers. What are your thoughts on Baguio City as a potential place for expats to say? You know what? My thoughts are simple. Go there. There are 1,000 people that would say, Mike, Angeles City sucks. It's traffic. It's this. It's that. Blah, 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 blah. But we love it. We like Angeles City for a lot of reasons. Okay? So, I mean, our ideas on what other people would like, it's cooler in Baguio than it is here, Baguio. All right? But it is, there's supposedly no trikes. You're going to be walking a lot, and it's up and down, up and down. Australian guy, Andy Omar, a.k.a. Oliver Dusquitito, normally buys ladyboy drinks. Well, I don't know about that. Why would he do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. Boom. Mike, have you and your wife ever bought any of lady? Oh yeah, Bruce, we bought a lot. We buy a shitload of lady drinks because we have a lot of girls that drink with us. What more can I say? I love rum and that cinnamon whiskey, my favorite. There you go. Hector, whoops. I missed Hillbilly Pro. I'll come back to you. As a truck driver, I've seen lots of strip clubs in Memphis. They was the safest bars. I think the Red Patriot was my favorite. And Oh, the Red Parrot, I think, maybe. Hillbilly in El Paso, the Red Parrot, maybe. I think, maybe not. Is San Miguel widely available, or is it just certain? No, San Miguel. Oh, San Miguel Dark. I don't know. I don't drink beer. I couldn't give you a good answer. I'm sorry. If they think Angeles traffic is bad, they've never been to Manila, Cebu, or Baguio. Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, Andy's right. Okay. So there's a couple intersections around Angeles that back up. Big deal. There's a couple of intersections downtown towards Nepo that back up. Big deal. All right. You want to see traffic? Go to Manila. There's traffic. Or Cebu. Baguio, yeah. Man, you don't want to be anywhere near Baguio on a Sunday afternoon when people are getting out of town. Baguio isn't ideal for expats with mobility. Yeah, Ruby's absolutely correct. You know, it is just not a friendly town for wheelchairs, for people with walkers, or anything like that. Hillbilly, yep, was stationed at NAS Millington. Strip clubs were battle royale between Navy and the Marines. Oh, let's see here. BT and Betty. Whoops, what happened here? BT and Betty, San Fernando can get bad. No, that's down in Andy's neck of the woods. Let me miss this here. I really like Baguio, but the traffic is gridlock on the weekends. Yes. Yeah, I would never go to Baguio on the weekends. Cebu City's traffic isn't that bad, really. Just like any major city in the U.S., really, where if you avoid rush hour, you're good. Yeah, if you know your way around and everything, it's not bad. Andy says, I dislike Baguio to the core. Why is that, Andy? I'm not a big fan of Baguio either, Andy, but what is it that makes you not like it? When I was stationed in Korea, 1981 to 83, drinks were the same price, lady drinks and guy drinks. $20 was the, long time price. I spent the whole time in bars picking up bar girls. Um, okay. So the drink wasn't $20. It was the bar fine or whatever you want to call it. Naked chicks and testosterone. Walk in broken pool sticks and blood all over. This is the Red Parrot or someone. I've been stuck in traffic at 3 a.m. Yeah, you can get stuck in traffic in Manila 24 hours a day. The EDSA and Metro Manila has some of the worst traffic in the world. Wonder if all the new elevated toll roads above the city made a difference. They make a little difference. I mean, it's better. Obviously, if you're going to use the Skyway, it makes a huge difference, except the exit, the two exits on the Skyway into Makati, they back up for a mile during peak traffic. I mean, it can get pretty bad. Let's see. I drove to immigration office last time. I'll never drive in Cebu again. Take the bus and cabs. There you go. Ruby, remember too, the Baguio's problem has always been the water pressure. If you're experiencing no water in summer, it's far worse. Really? Huh. I had no idea. Too congested. Manila ain't bad compared to it on the weekends. I can't I can't imagine getting those words out of my mouth that Manila traffic ain't bad compared to anything. I mean, it's just Manila traffic. I'm going to do a video one day. The Filipinos are for the most part, so polite, so giving, so caring. They're smiling. They're never confrontational until they get behind the wheel of a car. Filipinos are absolute disasters behind the wheel of a car. I don't care what anybody says. They go where they want to go. They park where they want to park. They stop in the middle of the street and text. They do whatever they want. And that's the honest truth. For those of you that was at Camp Casey in South Korea, the Ville has been virtually shut down 5 years. U.S. gave, wow. Not familiar with it, but I'm sure some of the viewers here are. Bruce says, I dare anyone to try and take a wheelchair on the sidewalks or walking street. It can be difficult. That is for sure, Bruce. In Hawaii, Korean bars, drinks are $20. Heineken is $40. And the women are over 30, 40s, and 50s. Wow. Thank God I am married and I don't live in Hawaii. James says there wasn't much that impressed me about Baguio. Whoa, Philly in the Philippines, a legend in our midst. Hey, good morning, Brian. I got to leave here. All right, so I've got to leave here in about 15 minutes. Sharky, you're never late. So I remember the drinks overseas were no joke. They filled the glass of the room with liquor and topped it off with Coca-Cola. Absolutely. The Philippines House approved the divorce bill. Yes. So now we'll have to see it go back to the Senate again for final approval and then reading. I don't know. There's still a lot left to go. But yeah, I saw that. Absolutely. And I think it's a great thing. Basically, everyone at Camp Humphreys. Worst drivers I've ever seen. Drives me crazy. Yeah, it is. And it doesn't help that people like Andy and Philly drive because they're teaching these aggressive Western driving tactics. Bruce says, I live in Baguio and like it, but it takes getting used to. We haven't had city water delivery for over a month. I have to have water delivered by a tank truck. Wow. Jeez. JJ, when I travel and fly back into Manila, it's always after midnight or early so I can get home quickly. Taxis don't try and take me without the meter. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Bruce, Philippine P just did a driving video showing how difficult it is to drive and the idiots that don't look before pulling out in front of you. Or I've actually done one myself. I just never posted it. Maybe I should. Philippine drivers are seldom crashing into other vehicles. They know when to push in traffic or give way to other vehicles to avoid collision. My husband is quite surprised. No, Ruby, I agree. We don't see nearly the number of automobile accidents. What we do see is people scared out of their ass. I mean, if you want to tell me, Ruby, we would have to disagree if you're trying to tell me that the jeepneys and the trikes and the van drivers are all polite and know how to merge. I mean, it only takes a 30-second walk down at the traffic circle to see that Filipinos don't know how to merge. They don't know how to use a roundabout. It is a horror story. A horror story, especially if you drive in Manila. Angeles is not that bad as it is. It's not that bad. But when you get to Manila, man, I'm going to tell you something. There's a reason. It's a good thing there's not many people with guns in their cars. Baguio sucks. The divorce bill will be useless if the average Philip can't afford it. That's a whole nother story. You're correct. You're correct. BT, I'd like to watch the folks play Frogger everywhere. Arlene is even bad. I mean, she would never drive in the U.S. the way she drives here. I mean, for her, it's a game of chicken sometimes. I don't know. Filipina cannot drive for shit. I did many driving videos before. I've never seen her drive, Annie. I didn't realize that you have firsthand experience riding with Filipina P. But I don't watch her. So, Chippy Whisker, I never left Area 1 and 2. I don't drive in the Philippines, even though I have a Philippine driver's. I just don't feel okay about it. I don't drive. I could drive on the Skyway and the NLEX, but in town, I can't drive. I don't have feeling I can't feel the gas pedal on my foot. Or the brake. It's my thighs. I'm responding to my thigh muscles. I'm not saying that all, but their judgment call. Yeah, no, because everybody knows, you can't be in a Toyota, whatever, and get hit by a jeepney. You're going to get crushed. That was actually P's best video because it wasn't scripted. She seemed real and even her accent was more prevalent. She was more likable in that. I haven't seen it. I don't watch her. I've seen drivers turn a 3-lane road. No shit. I've seen drivers on a very large street right in front of me, Narcisco Street, and it takes them 5 points to do a 3-point turn. To make a 3-point 180, all right, it takes them 5 times. They hold people up everywhere. Oh, I would never talk bad about Arlene. That is it. Never. Okay. All right, folks. I'm going to thank everybody. First off, tested the volume and the mic and everything else. That worked out well this time, and I appreciate you guys helping me with that. We're going to see what's going to happen now, if this will post in the live stream section with the chat. That's the biggest issue right now, is I want the chat, these comments, to be able. Otherwise, I have to get ready and head to breakfast for a meeting. So, everybody else, take care. Thanks. Have a great day. I really appreciate you spending some time. I might do some more coffee chats in the mornings. It's nice and calm, and we'll see what happens. Thanks.